Finally. All right. Number 2, we changed angles on them. The reason I came in like this is because these shad will run these banks down the bank. They don't run in and out. So these bass sit outside of that and run up there and I'll pin them. It's a better fish. But the bass will patrol that edge, the shad running up down the edge. So if I can keep my bait in that strike zone, that's a good deal. All right, guys, Scott Martin here, and it's Thanksgiving week, and I've got the meat, the potatoes, and all the fixings here for you. Okay, I tell you, this time of the year in the fall, especially before that water temperature gets down below 50 degrees, that 55 to 60 degree water temp, there's 3 baits that I never leave home without. Number 1 is a big topwater right here, guys. Big old topwater, fishing shallow on some of those shallow bars. Look for bait. You find the shad, you find some birds, you're gonna find some bass. Rig this up on, I like 50-pound braid, even 40-pound braid. Makes long casts, about a 7-foot, 3-inch rod, medium heavy action. Go to town, cover some water, get some big bites. All right, the other thing that I like, when they're not on top, guess where they are? They're down below. And you know what I'm talking about, guys, the bandito bug, my favorite bait of all time. Matter of fact, this has the B.A.S.S record for the largest 3-day stringers in all of history right here. This one right here, like a Okeechobee. I throw this thing all over the place. You can drag it on those same bars you throw the topwater across. You can also flip it in brush piles that you find. A lot of times these fish will be in brush in 6, 7, 8 foot of water. This time of year these fish aren't all that deep, but flip this down in those brush piles and you'll get bit. Smallmouth and largemouth bite this thing. Now, there's times you go out there and it's like nothing up top, nothing down below. You start looking around on your graph and all of a sudden you see some fish just spinning out there in open water. You're gonna pull out a jig head. You're gonna pull out a little minnow bait right here. This is a Sakamata shad. Everybody knows what this thing is. Everybody on the planet's got one. But look, it's just a minnow bait. This works good along with a bunch of other things, but the key to this is picking the right size head. If those fish are shallow, say 15 foot or less, 1/8 ounce weight is about all you're gonna want. If those fish are down deeper, 15, 20, 25 foot, you might go up a little bit heavier to a 1/4 ounce or even 3/8 or half. Kind of match the size of this bait to get down to them and hover it around those pods of fish. Find those fish on the Garmin Live Scope and you'll catch some big ones. But that is my 1, 2, 3 punch for Thanksgiving.